The Indian Supreme Court refused Monday to grant a patent for the upgraded version of a blockbuster cancer treatment made by Swiss pharmaceutical company Novartis. The BBC is calling it a significant decision in the struggle between pharmaceutical companies who want to protect their profits and campaigners for access to cheaper treatments in poor and developing countries.
The decision by India's Supreme Court is seen as a major boost to the country's generics drugs makers, who not just supply cheap medicine to people in India, but people across the developing world, including Africa.
The generic drug industry is huge in India. It brings in more than $25 billion annually, and it's growing quickly. CNN reports by flatly denying Novartis' patent request, the Supreme Court protected potential profits for that industry and ruled in favor of affordability.
The Supreme Court ruling essentially means that all those hundreds of millions of people who can't afford drugs made by multinational companies like Novartis can continue to use copies of those drugs made in countries like India.
At the core of this ruling is an expensive anti-cancer drug called Glyvec. It helps treat frequently fatal forms of leukemia. Reports say in the U.S., where it's patented, Glyvec can cost patients around $2,600 a month, while the generic version sold in India costs only $175. France 24 reports Novartis has been fighting to patent Glyvec since 2006.
With this case, they wanted to amend the country's laws to make it legal to patent newer drugs that are based on older ones with expired patents, a process called evergreening.
This case has been closely watched by the drug industry and health advocates around the world. Al Jazeera reports it sets a precedent and raises questions about whether Western pharmaceutical companies will sell original drugs in India for fear of them being copied.
And whether there is a happy medium where Western pharmaceutical companies could work together with Indian pharmaceutical companies to make a cheaper product that both benefit from financially.
Another concern, will this decision discourage the expensive process of research and development by multinational drug companies? A NewsX reporter says he doesn't see that happening.
The Supreme Court has tried to make a very fine balance between the two aspects. On the one hand, Supreme Court has upheld public interest. On the other hand, Supreme Court has in fact said that in genuine inventions, patent shall be allowed.
Before the ruling was announced, Novartis threatened it would stop supplying new medicines to India if the Supreme Court denied the patent. For Newsy, I'm Katie Brennan. Multiple sources, a broader view.